Hello everyone, welcome to my stream. So in this one we're going to play Genshin Impact. Please excuse any issues that I may encounter during my play session because it's been quite a while since I last played this game, and I really wanted to give it a second chance because it's really is appealing. I mean, graphically and by the theme, it's really nice. I mean, just look at how cozy this game looks. I mean, just tell me that it doesn't look nice. I won't believe you. Just look at the scenery here. I mean, all of the lighting, you know, it brings me like Harry Potter vibes. I mean, just look at the castle. Just on the horizon, where it doesn't it look like, you know, resemble kind of like Hogwarts, where I'm not too much into like Harry Potter theme in Harry Potter games, but doesn't it still look like kind of? It just reminds me of that. I mean, I played Hogwarts Legacy. Maybe I will do a separate stream about that at some point in the future, because I really want to give it a try. Not give it a try, actually. I played it, but maybe just really wanted to finish the game because I really, you know, don't think I paid it the attention it deserves. Anyway, let's come back to this topic. In this case, it's like Genshin Impact. So there are quite a lot of mechanics in this game, and I already forgot quite a lot of them. So I'm trying to, let's say, relearn those or remember how they were working, and so with that I have to spend some time. What is that? Spend some time to remember how those mechanics were working. So for example, I may be spending quite a lot of time indeed in reading UI elements, menus, and stuff like those. So if this is not what you're looking for, then this may not be the stream for you. How I position this stream is like, I imagine that you may be having a different task at hand, and you may be looking for some relaxing... Oh, blue-horned lizard? What? Lizard tail. That is interesting. Sorry, let's go back to the topic. So what I imagine is that you may be looking for a soothing tone of voice, somebody talking in the background, explaining the topics while you're busy doing something else. I don't expect you to actively watch this. Obviously you can, but that's not why I'm recording or streaming this at all. It's just me playing this game on my own, and then I like speaking, so I said, why not? Let's give it a try. Maybe Mr. Beast will see this stream and donate. And just kidding. That's not what I'm doing this for, but obviously, if it happens, Mr. Beast, you're welcome. Anyways, so really, no big promises here. I'm not going to promise you anything. I'm not going to tell you what I will or want to do in this stream. It's just probably going to me speaking and playing the game. This looks cozy. I mean, by the way, it probably will be like, oh, bird egg. So there is definitely, you know, as you can see, I will do stuff like these. They may look pointless, but we're just learning. It's part of the learning process. So first things first, I would like to see whether if those bushes will regenerate if I'm looking at where they were a few seconds ago, or if I have to turn the camera to somewhere else to trigger them to regenerate. I don't know. Let's oh yes, they are regenerating. Have you seen this one? Yeah. That's the first one that did that. Oh, by the way, I can see I'm leaving footsteps on the grass, on the soil, so you can see some of them. Yes. Okay, so it seems like you have to leave the area, or at least turn the camera to the opposite direction, and when you look back, or not look back, but so even if you're looking back, they probably won't come back until you get away from them, and then they will regenerate like this. I mean, it doesn't hurt. Like, we're not going to farm. What was it? It's called matsuke, something like that. Probably a cooking ingredient. We're not going to farm them. But yeah. So before I started streaming, what I was doing was like, what is that? I know what this is. So I'm curious, and I don't know whether if you can see the screen, but I have now a web browser opened and version details, so I can read the version updates. It says what is new. So I have a browser on the screen now. I'm sorry if you're not seeing that. So yeah, there is an update, and they're saying the update details. It fixes an issue under certain circumstances whereby the quest objective talk to Chevruse in the story quest where the roses bloom could not be completed as the character could not enter the warehouse. Travelers affected by the issue can log out via the payment menu and close the game client, then log in again to continue the game as normal. So nothing important, just a small bug fix for a particular quest. And that is interesting, right? So there are two types of updates that usually apply for games. And this one, in this case, so it could be an update pushed through PlayStation from Sony, where you have to use the PlayStation UI to get the game updated. And also the second type of update, I think it would apply more to like MMORPGs like this one, where the update bypasses Sony's update mechanisms, and the developer or the publisher can directly push it to you, and you get the updates through and within the game itself. So when you're logging into the game, you will see a load screen where it will show you the progress of the update. And by the way, since I want this to be a shooting video, from time to time, I may slow down or stop speaking, and just to let the game ambient sounds or the music show you what it can do. Let you enjoy that. And I would like to, have like a soothing tone or a voice. So maybe I shouldn't speak like a machine gun. Yeah. Anyways, let's. I really don't expect a quality product or a quality stream here. It's just a random guy. I'm not a streamer. I'm not a content producer by any means. But I'm not doing this for the viewers. I'm just doing it for myself because I like doing this. I like playing this game. I like speaking. I like narration, narrating, and I like talking to myself when I'm doing things. Yeah, I know it might sound awkward or unusual. Yeah, I know that. But that's what I am. That's what I do. That's what I like doing. So that's what I will keep doing. Anyway, I would like to go into my inventory. Oh, sorry, not my inventory, but my character screen. And is there something that I can... No. Can I customize this menu? I don't think so. Let's go into the character screen. What I was going to do, what I was about to do before you came in, was checking the artifact system. I really have no idea whatsoever about what these artifacts mean. Adventurer's Pocket Watch. Artifact details. 2-piece set, maximum HP increased by 1000. What is that? We have no idea. Adventurer 5. Adventurer's Flower. Flower of Life. Energy Recharge. Adventurer 5. 2-piece set, max HP. Aha, I see. So if I wear two of these things, Adventurer's Flower. Oh, I see. This is from a set piece from the adventurer category. So I presume there will be another adventurer. Yeah, this one. How about this? Yeah, this is also, oh my god, we have 4 and even maybe 5. Yes, we have 5 set. Okay, so as you can see on the right side of the screen where it says the details of the item, where it says adventure 5, right? It's like within the parentheses you see 5. That means I have a 5-piece set that is currently equipped, and all of them are from within the adventure set category. And then you can see that there are 2 green check marks just below that. So that means I'm satisfying the requirements for the 2-piece set and also for the 4-piece set. So both of these affixes, maybe, I don't know, or attributes are affecting in effect for my character. So max HP increased by 1000 and opening a chest. What? That is interesting anyway, but apparently opening a chest regenerates 30% of maximum HP over 5 seconds. Well, that's a powerful one, but I don't expect myself opening chests during combat to regenerate HP. I would say it's more like a passive or a nice to have, a fix, where after a combat ends, you may be opening chests on the world, within the open world, and they will help you regenerate your health. So if I quit that, you can see that I have some stats shown on the right side of the screen, so like maximum HP, attack, defense, and elemental mastery. And then just below that we have the adventure, the lucky dog, and again the adventure and the traveling doctor. Yeah, so this one is missing. No, this one is having all pieces of the lucky dog, a set bonus. This one only has the adventure one. So for example, there may be a room for improvement in this one. For example, what is it? We have 3 pieces of adventure items for this character. So can we have one more? So which one are we missing? So we're missing the 4th piece. So what is this? This is a lucky dog's goblet. Can I have like an adventure instead? So what does it do? It increases my attack rating by 4, whereas and let's go to the filters for a second. I was trying to experiment with this, where you see there is this secondary sorting rule and sort order, so level and quality. I was explaining the numbers you see on the left, where you see just below the item on the goblet that says +1. That is the level of the item. Alright, how do I know that? I just do know because it's sorted by level. You see from +1 to 0, and then the quality is those stars that you see on those items. So one question where you may be having here is like, which one is better? A higher level item, lower in quality, versus a lower level item that is higher in quality. So that is exactly what's going on here. So this is a +1 level, and this is a 0 level item. So if you sort them by their levels, this one is superior to this one. However, if you sort them by their qualities, this is a better quality item, because it has 3 stars, whereas this is 2 stars. So you can see, I think, the gray ones are like the lowest quality items. So you can see the background of those cards or those items are gray. And then for the second mid-tier quality items, you can see the backgrounds are like green. And on the third one, you can see that it is blue. Just a second. Yeah. So these are like blue. So let's, for example, check which ones are better. So both of these are goblets. One is level 1, one is level 0, and the higher level is lower quality, and the lower level is higher quality. So what do we have? What do we see here? In this case, this has an HP bonus of 5.4. So this one is 5.2, whereas this one is 5.4. So the higher level has a better HP bonus. That is obvious, right? So if you consider the HP bonus of this item, you can say that it's the higher level, even though it's lower quality, is the better choice. But what else we have in here? So the higher quality item not only has the HP affix, it also increases our attack rating by +7. So in this case, I probably would say this one is a better option. Like, what would you rather have? Would you rather have plus 0.2% more HP or +7 attack rating? You can only have one. You can either, if you choose this one, you will have 0.2% more HP added, and if you choose this one, you will have a +7 attack rating. So one question here is, like, obviously HP is HP, but how about the attack rating? How does it affect the character? So how do we know that? I mean, let's set filter. Oh, sorry, I was clicking on the wrong thing. Artifact set recommendations. The UIs in this game is a bit overwhelming at times, but I'm sure we will cover that. So anyway, we were looking at +7 attack rating. How does it affect my character? So if we go into this one, attributes option, so we can see indeed HP, attack, defense, elemental mastery are all like attribute for my character, which is Kaya. Essential materials preview. What is that? No idea. One thing you may be having trouble with is, like, for example, what did I click on? Because you don't see that, right? If I click on, for example, D-pad right here, it will bring up this menu, which is Ascension Materials Preview. But you don't know to which button I clicked, since you don't see a mouse on the screen. But I think the same would apply to PC gaming as well. From time to time, I don't think, whenever there is a button that opens up something or changes or performs something, you never know, even if it's a PC, which button the user clicked on. So I think I have to narrate them as well. So if I say I'm going to go into Ascension Materials Preview by clicking D-pad right or something. Anyway, let's go back to the topic. We're going off topic. So what we would like to have is, like, we would like to understand how attack rating is affecting our character. So we have +4 or +7, I think, attack rating. What did we have here? Yeah, we're looking into. So these are all green items, right? Yeah. So we were looking into this one versus this one. No, these goblets. Yeah. So this one has better attack rating, +7. So I would like to understand how that would affect my character. So if we go into the attributes for, let's say, Kaya, we can see the attack rating. This have attack attribute is 171. So going from Maglina, 201, 176, 171, and 168. So it's considering that it's the second attribute listed on the screen after just HP, health points. I would presume that it would be quite possibly quite important, like a main attribute. Like, obviously first comes the HP and then second is attack. I mean, just by the naming alone you may say, okay, attack is pretty self-explanatory. I get it. However, I also would like to go into details sometimes. So what do we have here? So from this one has the highest HP. Then this one is a little bit less. This one is again closer to from HP rating. This one is this is Animo, this is Pyro, this is Cryo, and this is Electro. So these are materials or elements. So this is Animo, which is like wind, I guess. This is fire. This is like frost or freezing powers, and this is electrolyte. You can see this is like wind, so you can see some things, leaves flying on the screen. And this one doesn't have fire, but like maybe embers, again floating on the screen. This obviously has snow cones or ice falling down the screen, and this is like you can see electric arcs in the background. And do we see like fire anywhere on this one? No, I don't think so. It's just red screen, something flying embers, I guess. And this is like the windy version, so they're not like orange or red, but yeah. Anyway, and this is called Keia, so this is the second one in terms of HP. So 4,000, 3,900, 3,200, and then 2,300. So this one is the character with the lowest HP, almost as half of this one. Was doing a nice animation right there. And I switched it. Okay, this one has like half the HP of this guy. So what does it mean? It's going to die quite much more quickly. So anyways, so let's comparing the attack rating. This is like the highest one. These are almost similar, and this is like, yeah, attack ratings. These three are similar, but this one is the highest one from HP. So defense 176. Whoa. So this is the character with the highest defenses, and then comes this guy, Keia. So it's again not as powerful from the defense perspective as Ember, but it's quite decent. And then comes 176, Maglina, and finally this one is quite weak, 123 only. Considering that this is the final one, the last one I took, maybe it didn't have much time to develop itself, but I don't know. So maximum stamina, they're all the same, which is nice. I don't have to focus on them. Then there's a friendship thing, which is one on these ones, and this is probably because this is the main character. There is no friendship rating here, probably. Let me check. Let's start together. Genshin Impact. Okay, so what do we get here? What is the conclusion here? This is like having the highest health points, but is lower in defense and has the highest attack power. Whereas these ones have similar attack powers. This one seems like the most versatile one because it has relatively high health, quite sufficient attack power, maybe 30% or no, not 30%, 15% less attack power compared to this. Very better defense than the first one, Maglina. And, maybe I should use this more often. So what does the description say? An accomplished swordsman and a strategic thinker in the Knights of Favonius, rumored to hail from beyond Mondstadt. Okay. Always energetic and full of life, Ember's the best, albeit only outrider of the Knights of Favonius. A traveler from another world who had their only kin taken away, forcing them to embark on a journey to find the Seven. What is the Seven? We don't know. The languid but knowledgeable librarian of the Knights of Favonius, deemed by Sumeru Academia to be their most distinguished graduate in the past 2 centuries. Right? It's a decent one. Well, there is a lore thing in this game where I unfortunately have not looked much into. but it is there, and I've heard good things about this, where people say like what was the producer of these games? Hoyoverse, I guess. They usually, as per my understanding, they usually put out games with nice lore, and I think this is not an exception to that, because there are quite a lot of things to read, and I haven't read them so far. Yeah. Anyway, let's go into details. So, sticking to our first character here, I'm going to go into details. So, just press the triangle. There's this ascent. Sorry. Okay. So, by the way, I am triggered by exclamation marks, especially when they're red. And you can see one on the lower right corner of the screen where it says R3 for dressing room. So I have to get rid of that first. Let's click on that. What do we have here? Is it gone? Yeah. So I have to do it for all of them? No, just for the first one. But by the way, what is that outfit? The traveler's outfit, a practical set of clothing to wear during a long journey. So click R3 again. It's just allows us to scroll. And the wing glider, what is that? So I have different options. Wings of companionship. Wings of first flight. I can switch the wings here, so... Wow, even the wings, just look at this. So each wing has their own description. If I press on square, just look at this. This is extensive. I'm not going to read it. At least not on the stream, maybe later, but maybe I will. Just give me a moment. Alright. Wings of Dissension. It's getting late. I'll keep this one. How about the other ones, though? 5-star outfit, 100 5-star outrider, 100% Ember's outfit. So this is the first one. This is an exception. So I'm going to switch to this one because I don't want to wear anything else. Let's go into the wind. So wings are first flight. I'm going to stick to that. Let's check the others as well quickly. Outfit, this is locked. In fact, this one I like better. Anyways, so wing glider. Wings are first flight. I will stick to that again. Let's go to the final one. Yeah. Maybe in this case this one looks a bit more better. A sobriquet undershade. That one is better, I guess. Purchased from the shop, so I haven't purchased it yet. Wings of first flight. Wing glider. Yeah, this one is equipped, so we are covered. Let's go back to here and go into the details. What is this? So, I think this is the additional HP coming from, like, the affixes or the attributes that I'm wearing. Maybe 1674. So remember this number, 1674. What if I... Yes. Now it's clear. Okay, so remember what it said on here, details, plus 1674 for the maximum HP. Yeah. How do we end up with that number? So you can see it's my actual HP is the addition of 2342 plus 1674. Why? Because you can see it's 4000 here, right? And then how is it calculated? If you go into the artifacts, remember it was 1674. So what do you see in the maximum HP in the top right corner? 674. So that is lacking the 1000. And where is it? Just look at the first bullet point in the adventurers set for the 2-piece set. So since I'm wearing at least 2 pieces from the adventurer set, that is increasing my maximum HP by 1000. So if you add them together, you end up with 1674. That is quite a lot of HP coming just from the artifacts, indeed. One thing that maybe Hoyoverse or the developers may implement here is that instead of showing as 6074 on the maximum HP here, so Hoyoverse developers, if you're watching this stream, I'm sure you are all doing that now. Please, why don't you add the maximum HP increase by 1000 on the top? So it should show the final attribute, and I should not have to have, I shouldn't have to do the math. I shouldn't have to do the math. Is that a proper sentence? I should not need to do the math. Yeah, maybe stick to that one. So now if that's not the finals, the 674 is not the final, you have to add the set bonus. Anyways. Oh, I see. Maybe because they add sometimes, this 4-piece set bonus is not something that you can show on the top of the screen. So that may explain. Anyways, so I'm not going to go into artifact details. Yes, if you go to that, then it's showing you the total contribution that is coming from the artifacts. So we're having 600 and plus 674 from maximum HP, attack is plus 36, defense is plus 29, and so on and so forth. So what is that? Elemental Mastery. Elemental Mastery can strengthen the benefits gained from elemental reactions. Increases damage dealt by Vaporize and Melt by 0%. Also increases damage dealt by Overloaded, Superconduct, Electrocharge, Burning Shatter, Swirl, Bloom, Hyper Bloom, and Burgeon. By 0 increases the damage bonus provided by Wraith and spread by 0. Increases the damage absorption power of shields created through Crystallize by 0%. Okay. Maximum stamina. There is no description for it. But anyway, at least now we know that quite a lot of the contributions are coming from the artifacts, indeed. So if you have a look into this section, all I have without the artifacts is like 2300 HP, whereas with the artifacts I'm having like 4000. So almost half of it is coming from the artifacts. So that alone explains why is it extremely important to pick your artifacts correctly. And probably the set bonus, and I mean if you look at this, just because I'm having 2 pieces from this set is increasing my HP by 1000. That is incredible. So if you look at these artifacts alone, this has only 28 attack. This one has only 552 HP. This one has defense. Okay, now we have another question. So, sorry, I forgot the last one, I guess. Yeah, so this one is increasing our HP by 5.2%. And then this one is giving us 552 HP. So if you do the math, I mean, if I multiply 552 by, what was the number? 5.2. So 1,052. That would add to 580. I think I did it wrong. Let me do that again. 552 multiplied with this one, right? Yeah. 5.2%. 1, 0, 52. So it is adding up to 580, which is a bit strange because we are having 674 HPs. So why is that? Max HP increased by 1000. Aha! Oh no. That is not the case. So how is it calculated then? It is telling me that my maximum HP is increased by 674. However, I don't see them within the artifacts themselves. Healing bonus, no. What are the ones that are affecting? Cryo damage bonus 5.2. What are the non-zero ones? This, no. I really don't get it. So let's look at this one, 759. 700, so we should have in total HP, again, let's do the math. 552 plus attack 4.2, attack crit base. So this is giving me 4.2%. No, not plus, but multiplying this by 1.042, that adds up to 575. Oh wait, there is an HP plus HP. Oh wait, okay. 552. And this is giving me additional attack, so we can skip that. On the next one, though, we have attack only, nothing HP related. Let's continue. This one is giving me HP. This one is giving me HP, and this one is not giving me HP. So let's add these healths plus 61 from here, and then another 61 from here. So they add up to 674. So then let's add the HP percentage modifiers. So nothing here, just one from here, and that's the only one. So I have to multiply this with 1.042, which adds up to like 702.308. Whereas in this one we have 759. Again, this is kind of confusing. So let's switch on to this one. HP 331. Again, this is kind of, for example, in this one, there is no percentage modifier, so this is HP 331, right? Then this is 61. So if you add them together, 331 plus 61, and that's it, 392. Yes, this and this one it works because there is no percentage modifier, so it indeed adds up to 392. So the problem is coming from the percentage modifiers. So in this one and this one. Let's try to solve this mystery. I think I know what's going on here. I think the percentage modifiers are affecting with the plus 1000. Let's do that. So first of all, let's add up those numbers again. So this one is giving me 552, okay, plus nothing here, nothing here, nothing here, and nothing here. except for the percentage one. So if I add 1000 to this, it adds up to 1552. And now this is an HP multiplier modification. So if I what is 5.2% of 1552? That is the question, because that's what we have to add on top of the affixes. So let's first calculate. You will understand in a second. Let's calculate that. So multiply it by 0.052. So 5.2% of this is 80.77 something something. So if we go back to here, I'm going to have to add this to memory. Plus memory plus. Let's clear everything. So this one is adding 552, okay? And the next one is nothing. This one is nothing. This one is nothing. And this one is that one, okay? And I'm going to add memory recall, this one. Oops. Oops. I had to clear the memory because I'm sorry, I accidentally. So 552 plus 1000, okay, 1552 multiplied by 0.052. So that is 80. Now let's add this to memory. Okay, now 552 plus memory recall means 632.700. That is again not working. Oh crap, because it's adding, oh yeah, I got it. Because it's adding on top of the total HP that I'm having. That is too confusing. So maximum HP is 4016. Okay, so how do we get to that number? So let's go here. 1674. Okay. So by base HP we have, let's clear the memory first. Okay, let's clear everything. So 2342, right? Plus, that's the base HP, plus 552 coming from the affixes, right? Plus 1000. That is 3,894. Now, if I multiply that with 1.052, again I failed miserably. It didn't work again. Okay, let's do it again. Memory clear. Okay. 2,342. Okay. Plus 552. Okay. Multiplied by 1.052 plus 1000. No, not working. There has to be some other way that is calculated. So in the artifact section, I have to figure this out. That is going to drive me crazy otherwise. 552. Oh, I'm sorry, 5.2. Okay, now we're going to do that. So 5.2. You are going to see it now. So if I go into details, let's do it one final time. I found the issue. It's like I'm debugging right now. So memory clear, AC clear. So 2,342 coming from the base HP, plus 552 coming from the affixes, okay, plus 1,000 is coming because of the set bonuses, so that adds up to 3,894, and if I multiply that with 1.052, that adds up to 4,096. Oh, we failed again. What if I do it like this instead? So 2,342 plus 552 is 2,894. If I multiply that with 1.052, that adds up to 3,044. If I add 9,000 to it, it should be 4,044. So something is detracting from my maximum HP. Where is that coming from? 674 is coming from the artifacts and 1000 is coming, but how is this 674 calculated? $552 plus. Okay, I think I know it. This is a multiplier for the base HP. You see, I'm going to find it. Just give me 3 more seconds. $2,342, okay, multiplied by 1.052. That adds up to 2,463. If I add 552 to that is 3,015 plus 1,000. That is 4,015.784, which if you round it up, it turns up and ends up with 4,016. We got it. So the multiplier that you see on the attribute is applying to your base HP, not the ones that are coming from the affixes. So here's how it works. So by default, if you wear nothing, you have 2,342 HP. That is clear, right? So we have that first, 2,342. Okay, that's the base. Now, on top of that, we have an artifact, which is particularly this one, which is increasing our HP, the base HP, by 5.2%. Again, this multiplier is affecting your base HP. Okay, and your base HP is 2342 and nothing else. So if you add if you increase your base HP by 5.2%, to do that you have to multiply your base HP, which is 2342, multiplied by 1.052. This is the percentage modifier here. You end up with 2463.884. So it has a decimal part to it. We will fix it in a second. So 5.2% HP addition coming from this affix is resulting with your HP being 2463.8784. Sorry, not 8, just 784.784. Okay, on top of this, you have 1000 coming because you're wearing two-piece set, as you can see on the right. So that adds up to then finally 3463.784, and then finally from here you have 552. So if we add that to 3463.784, you end up with 4015.784, and if you round it up to the nearest whole number, you end up with 4016. So the mystery is solved, guys. I mean, how many minutes have I spent on this? 15, 30 minutes? That is crazy. This started up like a live stream gameplay, whereas, but I mean, the name of the stream is Let's Learn Together, right? So, in fact, we learned it the hard way without Googling, with basic math and, you know, applying the percentage modifier to different numbers. We finally found the combination where we ended up with our total HP, which was like 4016. So the next question you may be having is like, how is this max HP 672? Where is it coming from? So that is a good question. Let me show it to you now. So remember that. Let me clear the memory on my calculator. So remember, we have 2342 as our base HP, right? 2342, okay? That is our base HP. And now we have this artifact, which is adding 5.2% to our health. So what is 5.2% of our base HP, which is 2340 now? To calculate that, we have to multiply our base HP, which is 2342, by 0.052, which ends up 121.784. Okay, on top of this, we have this artifact, which is adding 552 points. So if you add to that 552, we end up with 673.784. And if you round it up to the closest whole number, you get 674, which is the maximum HP attribute you see on the top right corner of the screen. So everything is adding up. We found the exact formula that the developers are using to calculate the bonuses. So, in fact, the artifacts that we are wearing is adding 674 HP plus 1000, because we are using and wearing at least two pieces of from the same set, which is the Adventurer set. So the total bonus is 1674. So the one on the C on the top, 674 plus 1000, which ends up 1674. You can see it here as well, 1674 with the green number plus 1000, right? So the final is 4000, and how is it calculated? You basically, it's increasing. So we can now question the decision behind this number. So 5.2% HP increase. Why doesn't it apply to the fixes that we're wearing? So you may be asking, right? Why is it only affecting our base HP and not the fixes? Because if it would have applied to the affixes as well as the final multiplier, it would have ended up with giving us a larger amount of HP, which is not the case, because the percentages applied to only our base HP and not to the whole HP that is coming from our base plus the affixes. It's only applying to the base one. That is a good question, but something that I don't have the answer right now, unfortunately. That probably was a design decision by the developers. Maybe there is a reason behind. If we dig deep enough, I'm sure we would find a reason where there may be a case where somebody found a way to abuse this, right? I cannot give you a particular example, but I can imagine somehow somebody abusing this, like an exploit or something. Or maybe that the developers noticed some edge cases where if this HP applies to your affixes as well, maybe it could, I have no idea, but I'm not going to try to debunk that or explain that. But before we continue, I would like to ask you for a nature break. I hope you understand what it means, but I will come back in a moment. So let's go into the home screen, like here, and I will leave the game and I'll come back in a second.
Uh, uh,